Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Geneforge. So we are now in the buried cells area, which is certainly intriguing sounding, on our way over to Kazk. And are we going to get some sort of description? No? Doesn't seem like it. Alright. As you may notice, I have actually named my scorpion Serket, because, well, the only reason is that I've been playing Assassin's Creed Origins lately. Quite a bit, in fact, and so ancient Egypt is all over my brain. So, yeah, I guess I could go ahead and name my whole party Egyptian mythology themed. I suppose I could call Arti Apep, and I don't know what Romers most closely resemble. Maybe, yeah, I don't know, jackals. So, Anubis. I mean, it's a pretty cool name, but yeah, no, they already have names. That's fine. Anyway, that's beside the point. Let's just explore. Alright, that was easy to open. Not worth a lot of experience. I also did go ahead, or go back, I should say, and pick up those couple of items from the Roamer nests in the secluded, no, in the wooded valley, in the upper right corner, that I forgot to explore again after reloading last time, or actually 2 episodes ago. Yeah, I did notice that in post-production, as it were. So what is this place, actually? I'm just wandering around, you know, not really focusing. Okay, that's not opening, so once again we're gonna have to find some kind of way to make these doors react to us, I guess. 2 holding cells. Clear entry with cell 1. Clear entry with cell 1. Okay. Whatever that means. Oh, hi. Are you cell 1? Yes, that makes sense. The servant mind's energy has been depleted by its long years here. When you approach, it mumbles, "Shaper, you have returned. I am cell 1. I am out of nutrients. Please feed me so I can function." Well, I do have nutrients. Where can I get nutrients for you? I have some nutrients, but I can't spare them. I don't know how plentiful those are, how limited those are, and how many servant minds to potentially feed there are. I mean, I've already met one servant mind that I decided not to feed, even though I was given the option. I have no reason to assume so far that this one is going to be evil, although I have no reason to assume the contrary, I suppose. I don't really know anything about it. So just giving it my unit of nutrients that I have right now. Might be a mistake, but so what? Feeding it. You open the ceramic jug and carefully feed the nutrient solution to cell 1. The effect is almost immediate. It opens its eyes wide and stretches its tiny arms and legs. Oh, cute. Thank you, Shaper. I knew that if I continued to live, you would return one day. How may I help you? What is this place? This is, well, was a facility for storing creations. When a creation was made and needed to be held for further study, it was kept here. I kept track of what was here and operated the defenses. Are any creations still here? Most rogues held in our cells starved long ago. The only things that could live long enough besides me were turrets and shades. Turrets? A new sort of turret was created on this island. A Reaper turret. That sounds terrible. Horribly lethal. One of them was placed in one of the northern cells. Maybe it still lives. Oh, yay. Looking forward to meeting that thing. You have never heard of a Reaper turret before. They might only exist on Susha Island, which is probably a good thing. Shades? A new variety of creation. Also new. Very exciting. Only partly physical. Held together by magical energy. The Shapers were very excited about it. Well, there we go. There's the explanation for more or less ghosts, I guess, that are created by Shaper magic. Interesting. The making of shades is completely forbidden by the Shapers. Oh, so it's not new, it's just forbidden. It's like basically all the things they've been doing on Susha Island. Shades must have first been discovered on this island. Oh, I see. Because they have only limited corporeal form, they are very difficult to hold. Our cells are the only ones that can manage. It says this with some measure of pride. Okay, interesting. Tell me about this area's defenses. Also, shut them down, please. The cells are held shut with powerful doors. I control them all from here. The rest of our defenses died off long ago. Oh, Okay. Can you open the doors for me? It closes its eyes for a moment, then it says, "It is done." Well, I didn't order you to do it, I only asked if you could do it. Not the same thing, but alright. "The doors will now all open at your approach. Please be careful, Shaper, not all of the prisoners are dead." Right, you told me that. You only know about the doors? "If you find any other defenses here, I did not make them, and cannot control them. I am sorry, Shaper." So you don't know about the mines? I haven't encountered any mines here yet. But we do have that baton that might or might not work on them. "There are mines here. So strange." Yeah, I mean, really, we haven't encountered those, but okay. "Only Shapers can make those, or so I thought. I don't know who could have made them. Maybe the intruders visited me, but I was not active." Maybe the intruders visited me, but I was not active. Alright. I mean, you did notice my approach, which makes me question whether that's really necessarily true, but I don't think it's deceiving me. That's not the vibe I'm getting here. I think that's just a slight oversight, perhaps. I don't know. Maybe it was specifically the approach of a Shaper that activated it out of its, you know, hibernation mode or whatever. I guess it's plausible enough. I want to know more about this island, but of course, all of these so far have only known about, you know, the particular facility they've been in and unable to give me any real information. "Susha Island was used for research. Many of the wisest Shapers came here to work and learn. Then about 200 years ago, the island was marred." Again, 200 years ago. There it is again. So what is it, 200 or 100? Is this supposed to be, is this a deliberate discrepancy? Is there, or did they decide, was it written with 200 years in all the places and then just changed in most of them and forgotten in some, or the other way around? I don't know, it doesn't seem to make sense. I mean, the Drake said that it was created just over 100 years ago, about 10 years before the island was abandoned. But in at least 2 different places I've heard that it was about 200 years ago, which is quite, you know, quite a drastic difference. So I'm really not sure what to make of this. I'm assuming it's just, you know, a mistake in writing and not deliberate. But I guess we'll keep watching for more of those mentions. Not that, I mean, in practice, it shouldn't really matter whether it was 100 or 200 years ago. I just wonder if there's some significance to it. Anyway, why was the island barred? Oh, also, the Shapers all left quickly, so quickly that many objects were left behind, like me. Aw. Why was the island barred? I'm not important enough to know. One day, Defniel came to me and told me what was happening. 2 days later, they were all gone. Who was Defniel? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that name hasn't been mentioned before. He was in charge of the school to the west. The school to the west? Oh, wait. Was he mentioned? I don't know. The name doesn't ring a bell. Defniel? Wasn't that a different name? Maybe it was. It's been a while. He was very important on the island. He passed through on the way back to the school. That was when he closed this facility down. Can you think of anything else? I do remember one thing. When Defniel was walking away for the last time, he said, "Damn the Geneforge." There it is again. It would all have worked out if they didn't push things too far. That is all I heard. I apologize for not helping more, Shaper. What is a Geneforge? Good question. I do not know. I'm not even sure that was what he said. He was very upset and angry, and I was scared. Fair enough. Okay. Well, I mean, we didn't get any really new information, I guess. We did get some interesting lore about, well, the new kind of turret, which we're probably gonna meet momentarily, and shade creations, as well as another instance of, you know, another mention of the term Geneforge, which I think we came across that a little bit more out of the way. Where was that? Was that, did Drake mention it, or did the Ascended ones? I don't know. But definitely not something on the main path. This one here is kind of on the main path that you would probably take if you just headed straight to the villages first. So probably the intended first contact with that term for most players. I don't know. Anyway, how do I cannot escape out of this conversation, by the way, so... Oh, Okay, I accidentally hit the second option, and that was apparently a goodbye option. Oh, right. There's also stuff in here. Normally this case would contain nutrients to feed the servant mind. It has been looted. Unfortunate. But of course it would be a little bit too easy to just provide me with a unit right here where I need it. Oh, okay, not a holding cell, it's good. Dripping water has smeared the writing in this book. It's completely illegible. Bummer. Same. Dripping water has smeared the writing in this book. It is almost completely illegible. You can, however, understand one passage. Shades of all varieties are to be kept here from now on. Other facilities lack the properly sealed cells required to contain them. Shade cells are not to be opened without a full guardian present. They are volatile and lethal under even the best of circumstances. Yeah. Great. Okay. More of those records that are probably going to be completely useless to me. Not a big deal, though. Alright. There's the mines. I see. Does not seem like we would be able to sneak past to... Oh, never mind. There's a switch right there. However, before I do that, I just saved, right? Yeah. So, just so I know... That does not work. Or, I don't think I was too far away. 2, 3, 4... So I can stand here. Yeah, I was definitely close enough for that to work. Okay, so those batons do only work on specific mines. Huh. Which raises the question why there was a second one in that map. Does it mean that these are going to be useless to me? Does it make sense for me to keep carrying this around for potential future uses? Or I guess if any of you know definitely whether these only work on the ones on Northbridge. Was it not? Yeah, Northbridge. Or if there are other uses for these gray batons. Feel free to tell me. So, you know, I'm suspecting that I can't throw this away, and this was the second one I found was just in case I would have, you know, wasted a bunch of charges. Close. Okay. That does the trick, though. More javelins, I guess. 12 to 32. Same damage. Wait, no. 14 to 44. I was looking at the comparison tooltip, as I often do. I don't know, my eyes just get sucked to the bottom of the tooltip here. 12... Wait, yes. Did the same thing again, actually. That's kind of bizarre. Right. I could just completely abandon these stupid batons and use... Oh, wow, that's too heavy, though. Can I not split these stacks? I can, actually. Actually... yeah, that works. Right. Okay, that also opens. Discipline wand. That implies that these are actually some of those holding cells. Ah, yes. Spectral glitch. Oh, interesting. So they are not just humanoid specters. I guess that or shades. That makes sense. I guess level 9. Quite healthy for a Vlish. Quite a bit healthier than a physical Vlish would be, I think. No resistance to acid or poison. That's good. Only 51% mental resistance, which is interesting. So far, spectral things have been completely immune to mental effects, right? Well, I'm going to keep you alive. That's okay. That's convenient. I guess I'm just going to deal damage. Might as well throw one of these and miss completely. 66% hit chance. Not great. 25 damage. Also not great. 24 critical and some acid. Stand to the side just in case it uses some sort of spray attack or something. Oh, much worse. Wait, we're cursed. Never mind. That looked like acid. I'm kind of okay with the debuff. Why don't we try a fireball instead? Assuming that has Much better hit chance, because good with missile weapons. Okay. Oh, it's charmed. Well, it's very charming, but easily remedied. 27. I've not been paying attention to how much damage it was taking from acid, but I have a feeling like it's not going to be around for much longer. Oh, it did die. Okay. So it took 11 poison and 41 acid damage. Nice. That was 28 experience. Not too shabby. Oh, a human was chained to this post and stabbed. He died not long ago. He was one of the outsiders who invaded this island. You find no signs of who he was or why he was executed, or by whom, much more interestingly. So, a Sholai, chained here recently, in a cell with a... that was previously sealed. Wait, what? How does this make any sense? Until just moments ago, cell 1 was keeping all these doors shut, right? I had to give it the order to unseal them for me. Up to this point, the cell was sealed. So someone did have access to this somewhat recently. Apparently had some sort of control over this spectral glitch, or created it in the first place to leave it behind as a guardian here. That is all very interesting. Spray baton. Okay, so this one takes missile skill 6, so that one I'm definitely never going to be able to use. Cone attack for physical damage. Oh, okay. Just a physical spray attack. That makes sense. Okay, we already took a quick look in here. There's also a corpse inside. Someone left a dead serval in this cell. The body has not been here long. The face is covered with strange tattoos. I don't think we've met... Oh, fine robe, hello. I don't think we've met any group of servals that had face tattoos, so I don't know. That doesn't tell me anything as of yet. Fine robe. Shapers and mages are generally fond of heavy robes and dramatic cloaks. Who isn't? They're woven with materials that provide resistance against elemental attacks. Right. Okay. Less... Oh, right. I'm not wearing a robe right now. That's why. This is not as physically resistant. Same magical resistance. Hostile effect resistance. Yeah, I mean, that would otherwise be nice. And I like the idea of actually wearing a robe to roleplay this whole spellcaster thing. But the actual bonus to mental magic is more useful. Or rather, I prefer that. I don't know if it's technically more useful. I mean, 5% resistance to hostile effects isn't amazing, either way. This, I think, is going to be a healing thing? Yeah, sure enough. Convenient. Well, this opens up to the other side, of course. Actually, I'm kind of curious. All right, I never even actually saw the main entrance. Just because I decided for no particular reason to head south first. But it looks like we could have just entered from here. That way, of course, we would have encountered the mines immediately. Not that there was really an issue of... Of course, I don't know how much mechanic skill is required to operate this lever. Some, I suppose. Could we have passed through here? No, we could not have, because all these doors would have been sealed. So, yeah, we had to go around to this little side entrance to gain access to the servant mine. So how would we have... I guess... Okay, the way was open... The way to the other side was open. Only mined. So... there would have been an alternate way through this place. Oh, hi. Turrets. They are not currently hostile. A pair of living turrets guard this pathway. When you walk into view, they turn their thorn nozzles away from you. You can pass safely. These turrets are young, and they can't have been shaped. Well, they could have been shaped if there is someone around who can shape. Someone on this island bred and trained them. Another surprise from Susha Island. Bred. I mean, how do you place them then? If you don't just conjure them up in a place, do you plant them? I guess if they are plant-based organisms, you could transport them when they're small in little flower pots. It's kind of cute, actually. Anyway, yeah, just big thorn-spitting fungus. Well, fungus-based, not plant-based, but I guess it would work the same way, huh? Alright, so who's living here? Ah, Buron, apparently. Some sort of craftsman slash merchant. This serval is more nicely dressed than most you have encountered. He has made an effort to find clean, quality clothes, the sort provided to scribe and servant serviles. Your arrival doesn't surprise him. When you enter, he says, "Welcome, Shaper. I am Buron, a tinker." Sometimes serviles are used to maintain and repair simple Shaper objects. Buron has been a dedicated follower of this tradition. This workshop is full of tools, broken batons, and so on. Broken? Why not repaired? Hello, Buron. What do you do here? Kind of in the middle of nowhere, aren't you? He speaks slowly, carefully weighing each word. He may be speaking with extra care because he's in the presence of a Shaper, or maybe he's always like this. I am a tinker. I scavenge and repair Shaper goods in my workshop. I also try to breed living equipment. An experiment. Why do you live out here? I am not comfortable with my kind. I crave solitude. I speak with you because I owe it to you as my creator. Oh, otherwise you wouldn't. I see. But I mean, you are a tinker, and obviously you're repairing these things to trade with other people, so you must have some sort of contact. Breed equipment? What do you mean? He points to the north. I'm trying to breed living tools and batons. They are alive, after all, but the supply is limited. I'm trying to get them to make more of themselves. It would be very good for serviles. Oh, no doubt. Also good for me. Have you had any success? No, but I think I'm having some success awakening the natural desires of thorn batons. Oh, okay. What will you do with the excess if you succeed? Well, if I can make batons, it will be very helpful. I can provide great power to... I suppose I haven't thought that far ahead yet. Have you? Haven't you? I don't know. What do you know about this area? There was a Shaper warren here. Still is, I suppose. But a ruin. I do not know what it was for. To go east, you must pass through it. Well, yeah, I basically already have. How can I get through? There are traps, shaped mines. I'm sure you can master them. You're a Shaper. You could also disarm the traps by walking on them. He laughs. That was his idea of a joke. Well, I mean, I've done that in the past, actually, so... Also, there are deadly worms on the other side of the warren. You can sneak past them, but you have to be careful. Or I could just kill them. I assume. Is there anything interesting inside the tunnels? There is one of your servant mines. It is dormant now. I don't know why, but when it was awake, it told me that there had been humans inside recently. Wait. So it must also have been awake recently. Maybe it only ran out of nutrients not that long ago. Or it was faking that? I don't know. Maybe I should return and talk to it some more. Yeah, actually, I mean, if it is controlling all the doors in this facility, obviously it must have had something to do with, or must know something about whoever placed these corpses in here, for example. Yeah, I think I should investigate that a little bit more. It said that one of the humans was killed. That human had a spray baton. Oh yeah, actually I found that. Interesting. So it knew about that, but it didn't tell me. Yeah, very interesting. Huh, a new quest has been added. Wait, quest about what? Oh. Yes, I'm humble, Shaper. I do not ask things of my betters. However, if you could bring me that baton... Oh. There we go, I only had to keep reading. I could increase my breeding stock. It might be the key to my project. My triumph would really help serviles. If you can bring me the baton, I can help you in return. How do you know about this person, or that he died? Well, he just told me that the servant mine told him. I may have snuck in and looked around before the mines were placed. I saw the body and the baton. Really? So the servant mine gave you access? Why would it do that? I don't know. Something doesn't seem to add up here. I don't know. I saw the body and the baton in one of the cells. Did you also... however, there was a rogue there. I had to flee. Okay. So you did see that as well. that doesn't explain... Yeah, so I guess all kinds of people had access to these cells in reality. I guess the servant mind never explicitly said that the doors were sealed to everyone, or had not been unsealed for specific people in the past. Only that they were currently sealed for me, and it had to be changed. Or, you know, it had to authorize the doors to... Or authorize me to open the doors. I don't know, whatever. I guess I didn't specifically ask whether there had been any other visitors recently. My bad. No, wait, it did... Dang it, memory. No, it did actually say that it didn't remember if it had been visited by any intruders, that it didn't remember because it was... Or it didn't notice because it was dormant. So either someone forced his way in, or the servant mind was lying to me. Great. Anyway, there was a rogue there. Yeah, great. Well, I technically do have that baton. I guess it's in my junk bag. Maybe that's why it doesn't give me the option to turn it in right away. Of course, I have no use for it, so I'm going to hand it over. I would like to trade with you. Do you have any goods for sale? Of course, trading with visitors is how I live out here. Right. I'm going to sell something. But wait, can I not scroll? Gray spore baton. Yeah, I'm not going to sell all my junk because that's going to sell the spray baton as well. So you cannot scroll through your junk bag like this. Hold on a second. Junk bag, yeah, okay, there are definitely multiple pages. Wait, yes. Okay, so you can... Really? That's why. Because even for the purposes of turning in a quest, the game cannot access my junk bag items out in the field. That is a little bit annoying, but you know, it's fine. It's not a big deal. I can actually just leave and... Oh, okay, that's his testing range, I see. You know what, let me just do that real quick before I forget. There's technically also one other thing that I remembered after starting the recording that I would otherwise have done off camera. Maybe I can just quickly do that. Let's head on over to Pentel. There's also actually another thing. One thing at a time. Let's take that out. Right, I'm going to stash these. Maybe stash some of my extra consumables, in fact. Icy crystals seem to... I don't know, maybe that was specifically those roamers that I tried using this on. Was it roamers or something that had 30% resistance, where it seemed to deal very little damage. Anyway, so yeah, that's done. In fact, though, let me take care of a couple of things while I remember. Head on over to my storage in Valkyrie. I was thinking about just selling the icy crystals because they seem too weak at this point in the game. But maybe they're not really that weak. Okay, I'm gonna store this just in case I ever feel like using it. I'm gonna store the gray spore baton because it seems like it's not working on any... well, I guess I might as well store that one as well. It seems like it's not just working on any random mines, but probably only those in that particular area. Anyway, Rod of Battle, what else was I gonna... Put away the fiery wand, I guess. Shackle records for now. Although I am about to reach Cask and confirm whether or not they are useful to me. Extra... Didn't I have an extra... Discipline rod? Discipline wand? Did I put that in here right away? No. Inventory, Rod of Battle. One discipline one. Did I just not pick it up? Did I see it and decide not to take it? I guess it's fair enough. I mean, I could sell it. I guess I must have just left it there. Huh. Well, God, inventory is so full. I don't know. I'd like to have some of every useful kind of item. I suppose technically these javelins aren't really that useful to me if my hit chance is bad. I don't know. I guess I just got unlucky, and it was an enemy slightly above my level that I tried to use it on, so that's, you know. Not ideal testing conditions, I guess. Now let's see here. Was it Northbridge, actually? Come to think of it? I cannot go to the other side, that's fine. That is alright. Yes, actually. It's over here. Let's see if I can just walk here. Turns out that one of these interesting looking blue containers, or canisters, or whatever, actually is interactable, of course. The one that I did not look at in any detail. Seems to always work out that way. Well, I guess in reality it really doesn't, but you know. Yeah, so I definitely did check these, and these don't highlight, but that one does, so yeah. Oh, and it has a major healing card. Well, I guess that's decent. So it's just another kind of container, not necessarily anything special. Fair enough. Well, I do have the spray baton now. So that should end that quest. Actually, let's take a look at it. Just get spray baton. That's pretty straightforward. You met a server named Buron in the ruins east of Northbridge. He's engaged in a futile quest. Futile? Who knows? Maybe not. To breed living tools and batons for servile use. He would like for you to bring him a spray baton for breeding purposes. Right. Okay. I mean, I am not 100% convinced that he's not at least affiliated with some kind of enemy faction, and or just lying to me for some reasons. For some reason or another. I mean, why was he sneaking around inside the facility? How did he get past the doors? How did he get the servant mind to open the doors for him? I suppose it's a real question. But, you know, I have no use for this baton, and I don't see how giving this to him, especially if I do actually get something in return, could hurt me in any way. So I'm just going to do it. I mean, it does give me experience, if nothing else. Thank you, Shaper. This will complete a baton mating pair. Maybe I can start creating more of these powerful weapons. There's little one as humble as I can give you. Please take anything sitting around in my store. It's all yours. Oh, okay. That's not bad. Let's see here. Let me see your wares, actually. Oh, living tools for 60. The prices are surprisingly... Well, it does say expensive, but they're quite a bit more reasonable than what I've been seeing recently. Huh. I mean, I've been amassing a lot of these, but I've also been amassing quite a bit of money and not really using it for anything, so there is that. I think at this point it's safe to just sell everything. Yeah, there we go. And yeah, that's okay for now. Do I actually have 40? Yeah, sure enough, 40 living tools. I'm never actually going to use all of those, but you know, that's fine. Huh, tranquil baton. Since you allow me to take these, I'm just going to take them and sell them right back to you. You know what? Okay, that requires skill 4. And terrifies. Oh, tranquil baton terrifies. That makes sense, of course. I'm looking for a boat. Do you know where I can find one? No. Okay. Short and to the point. I appreciate that. I want to sell this stuff. Does it seem familiar? Okay, don't need anything. Is there anything else to ask just before I forget? The area, oh, can I get through? No, okay, that's fine. Let's look around your shop a little bit more. I don't know if he will get angry just by me picking this while he's watching. I don't think so, though. So, you know what? Even though 4 experience is basically nothing, but it is a way to turn these living tools that I have lying around into, you know, something useful. 15! I mean, just for fun. 30 experience, alright. Obviously that's not even remotely worth it. Reapers. Ah, Reapers. Well, it doesn't tell you what these do. Can suppose thorn baton, venom baton. No. Nope, I did not actually mean to. Well, I'm gonna reload anyway. It's interesting that all these things in here are not marked as stealing, because I suppose at the point where you can enter this, he either gave you his key or he's dead. I don't know. I don't know if killing him would give you the key to operate this without having to use all the living tools. Interesting. But of course he also doesn't give you, or he hasn't given me any follow-up quest that would award me the key normally without having to take it by force. So I don't know if there's any legitimate way inside. Living tools and batons are actual living creatures, cunningly crafted by the shapers. They require only a tiny amount of nutrients, and they are highly superior to crude and inferior not-alive objects. Are they, though? I mean, crude, inferior, not-alive objects do not eventually die. So there's that at least. Buron is trying to get these scarce and valuable creatures to breed with each other. He placed them in these pens with water and food in an attempt to get them to reproduce. You doubt that it will work. Even when they do reproduce, it requires a skilled shaper-trained craftsman to work a baton worm into a functional weapon. Still, this shows an unusual amount of initiative and cunning for a servile. For anyone, really. I think it's very interesting. And he did say that he had some success. Unusual type of container. Ah, Buron's key. That explains that, I guess. This is a nice, well-tended potted plant. There are ruts in the ground around it, as if it has been dragged around recently. On a hunch, you search behind it. Under a rock, you find a small brass key. Some hunch. Can I actually... Oh, wow, I totally can. It's kind of a jerk move, but... Yoink. I'm gonna leave that because I don't need it. It's kind of funny that I can just, you know, I guess, what's the word? Telekinetically grab these items from afar across those spikes. Don't mind if I just open this? I mean, he really doesn't mind. Doesn't even comment on it. Because the engine does not allow him to. I don't know why I feel bad about taking the things from his experimental range and not for taking these things out of his own storage room here, but he did tell me that I was free to take everything that was lying around, and technically those things were lying around behind a locked door, sure, but you know. Hey, do you want more junk? Alright. There we go. That was kind of dumb, but satisfying. Okay, more broken things, I guess. Those that didn't work out. The remains of his experiments. Okay, let's actually quickly revisit cell 1. Also to make sure that I didn't just miss some dialogue options, perhaps. I'm not 100% sure that I didn't skip something accidentally. Hey there, buddy. What is this place? Any creation still here? Turrets, shades. Another question. Tell me about the defenses. You only know about the doors, so you don't know about the mines. Another question. Want to know more about the island? Why was it barred? Who was Daphne? Can you think of anything else? What is the Geneforge? That's all for now. Never mind. I'm pretty sure that I've went through everything, all the dialogue, and he just didn't tell me certain things. Or rather, I just don't get the option to specifically ask for. Can you please not be stuck? Hello? Hello. What is happening? Okay, that was weird. Artie, what's going on? Can you... Okay. Huh? Oh, no, that's not what I meant to do. Why? There you go. Weird. That has never happened before. No pathing issues up to this point. Oh, okay, that's again pretty close to the actual mines, but it's fine. So yeah, no option to ask about, you know, the previous visitors and Buron, who apparently just walks in and out freely. I don't know. Maybe there's not supposed to be any mystery. Maybe it's just, I don't know. I don't know what it could be. No, wait. Oh, these. Okay, it's fine. Somehow I mean, I did flip this switch without really thinking more about it. But I kind of did assume that any of these switches would make me immune to all of the mines around here. Clearly not the case. Okay, there are those enemy worms that we've been told about. What's this? Holding cells cleared with someone, right? Yeah. As I did. So we have met one spectral creation here. Met and taken out. I guess the rest of us haven't really taken that much damage. HP are looking alright-ish. But we have not met that Reaper turret, for example, and there might be more shade creations as well. I guess there was a mention of multiples. Do not enter without neutralizing creation within. Reaper turret. Hello. Level 12, 156 health. Resistance to poison, not acid though, and mental. Okay. I mean, so long as it doesn't one-shot any of us, we might be able to kill it. Of course, hitting it is the biggest issue. And I cannot disable it in any way, because I cannot reliably stun, can I? Obviously not like this. Wreck, where's Wreck? That's... Right, okay. I thought some creation that I had in the past had an attack that could stun, I think? Briefly at least? Ouch. Okay, that's 87 damage. Also, why didn't I actually save right before entering? Who knows? That is, that's gonna be a tough one. If it deals that much damage on a regular basis, then I can't really do much about that. Major healing thingy. There's a broken canister, so I'm assuming that it's actually guarding a non-broken one as well. Oh, actually, can we... we get healed here. How convenient. Also, speed. Oh, hastes all nearby allies. Gives each attack a chance of using fewer action points. Yes, please. And some curing spores, wow. Oh, hi. Who opened that door for you, actually? Wasn't that closed a moment ago? Well, we have another one of these anyway. Oh, yeah, that's the same, right? Level 9? Yeah, I think so. $13. I should have healed you, shouldn't I? You missed. Again, okay, you're charmed. It's actually, again, preferable to anything else, because that wastes your turn, and I can remedy that in less than one of my turns. So, official to me. You just keep missing. You're charmed, and now you're not. Not close enough for a fireball. That's fine. Yeah, can't move. It's okay. Just skip. This thing is certainly not going down quite as easily as the previous one. Please hit. Oh, wow. Serket, you're kind of useless so far, unfortunately. Sorry to say. See, look at the others. They're at least hitting. Yep, and you missed 4 times in a row. Congratulations. That thing dropped a bunch of things, which is weird for a thing that's actually mostly insubstantial. Major healing spores. Inventory. No. I mean, I'm grateful. Those are useful for sure, but man, thankfully, some things that stack. Fiery one, not so much. Okay. There we go. So no one needs healing right now. I guess I could get lucky with this thing here. It's gonna be rough. I could also try and sneak past. I could, of course. Well, actually, I don't see a canister, so I'm not really sure what the reward is gonna be. But of course, it's gonna be something. What I could try and do. Okay, we're running out of essence fast. Also, I should add speed. Oh, wait. Blessing magic needs to be 2? It's not? Oh, I guess it's not. It's the one thing that I never increased. Well, that's a bummer. Can I still put it there? I can. Can I cast it, though? Okay, well, that's fine. It would cost 3 essence, 12 energy. Yeah, so it's essence-wise, it's the most expensive spell I have, which kind of makes sense. I could still go in with my other buffs. I could go in, you know, sacrifice some creations, taking the hits for me, grab whatever there is to grab and dash out of it. That's obviously an option. Although I would like to deal with this thing if I could. Well, I just saved, so there, and enter combat, and walk somewhere so I don't block the opening. 26 damage, okay, good start. You can walk in here. Critical for 60, wow, it's okay. Obviously someone's going to get one shot. Well, okay, there's a miss. You can walk all the way here. Another critical, for what it's worth. Oh, that was a 146 hit. Yikes. Quick action, okay, that helps. Well, we're gonna kill this thing. Pretty sure. Yeah, okay. Interesting. Did we actually miss any attacks? Now that I think about it? Well, if nothing else, I don't know. Either we hit with every single attack or almost every single attack. Maybe it just cannot dodge because it's stationary. I mean, it would seem difficult to even, you know, it would seem like quite the achievement to miss a stationary target like that. But yeah, anyway. Essence Lances. What? Fires a cone of magical energy at your foes. Each extra point of the skill increases the damage. Okay, another offensive spell. Wasn't expecting another new spell right away. Where is it actually? Oh, Essence Lances. Cone attack. 1 essence, 20 energy. Okay. I probably want to put that on an easily accessible hotkey, which means I'm going to have to rearrange my whole bar here. Maybe I'm just going to do that off camera sometime soon. Well, okay, that worked out. How much experience did we get? 28? Okay. Not terrible. There was a green pool somewhere. Where was that? Wait, wasn't there? There definitely was. I still see the blue one. Am I blind? Was it in here? No, it was not. Was it in here? Yes, actually. Huh. Weird. I guess I hadn't seen it after... yeah, I hadn't visited this one after entering the map again. So, there's that. Let's quickly resummon Peebs. Get this one. I guess I couldn't call her Peebs. I don't know. PB. There. You get your full name. 17. That's right. That's the way I had it before. There you go. Yeah, I mean, thankfully, losing a creation in here is really of no consequence whatsoever because of these refilling devices. Very convenient. Okay, we see some Searing Artillas patrolling outside. Those should be pretty easy to deal with. We're at almost 50 minutes, so the map is almost complete. You know what? Yeah, I'll just try to make this quick. Okay, you didn't even notice us. Bad for you. We missed you. You didn't even... Well. Okay, we get the quick action, please. Hit. Alright. So much for dealing with these without any issues. Wasted its turn shielding. Yeah, that's more like it. And one more. Actually, I'm gonna skip his turn, so all my creations get to act first. Acid should probably do the trick. Or I could seal the deal like so. Oh, that was enough for the level up. Didn't realize I was that close. In that case, can I not just... Yeah, totally can. Okay, Essence Mastery does not increase in cost. So I could increase it twice. That's quite a significant increase. I also now know that I do need at least one more point in Blessing Magic so I can use Haste, which is definitely going to help quite a bit in some tough encounters. Very tempted to do that, but... Oh, actually, no, I'm not going to do that, because I know I said that it felt wrong, you know, it felt like I was getting tricked into doing something bad, but I'm too curious not to take advantage of the Drake's offer to give me some magical power, and that might include increasing my magic skills. That's kind of what I'm hoping, that it... I mean, what would it be, right? It didn't specify, but it said that it was going to give me magical power. So if it would give me 1 point each to all of my magic skills for just 5 skill points, that would be a huge deal, of course. I mean, an amazing deal for me. So I'm hoping that that might be the case. And, you know, I'm going to do it despite my my earlier, I don't know, reservations that I had about that. Just because I want to have experienced it, and I want to see exactly how that's going to work out. Just because I'm curious. It still feels like it's, you know, not something that you would want to do, role-playing wise, but what the heck, right? Nice. Okay, have a little graveyard here, always nice. Oh, apparently, there's just a little bit more around the corner, maybe? Oh, okay. A few more. Actually, why don't we go ahead and terrorize you? Terror resisted. Awesome. And I'm dead. Nope. Well, I'm gonna be dead because as soon as I get my turn, I'll take way more damage than I have health. Awesome. Good thing I did save. Yes, I did. For a second there, I was wondering if I actually had saved. Also, what was that? I guess I hit F to enter combat, and then things just happened. Okay, you have 30% resist, so that was just unlucky that both of you resisted. Let's try that again. Yep, and now you're both terrified. One did manage to shout an alarm while terrified. I guess being terrified does not normally prevent shouting and screaming. Quite the opposite, in fact, so that makes sense. Let's walk you over here. That might work out, or maybe not. Actually, is that gonna hit both of them? I think I might have walked a little bit too close. Yes, I did. So, what was that alarm all about? Who knows? Maybe nothing? Ivory Band. Ooh, lots of resistances. Okay, poison and acid resistance. You know what? That might actually be more useful than the energy resistance. I haven't actually seen anything use energy attacks against me yet. But debuffs, poison, or especially damage over time debuffs, poison and acid are quite nasty. So yeah, I think I'll gladly take this. Especially since it also affects my creations. So yeah, that's a really good find. Another wind tool, automaton, out of here. I was expecting that alarm shout to have caused some more creatures to come from behind, but I guess not. Maybe there are just more nests over here. Yes, there are. if it hits. Okay, one was terrified, and this one threw away its turn. Okay, you are once again not going to reach. But yes, miss one of them. All right, he really doesn't have great hit chance, does he? And of course now the disadvantage of terror comes into play. And we're definitely not going to be able to reach from here. And he could be running headlong into, or, you know, guiding us into more enemies. Except that it seems like it's just a dead end. Can you please walk here? Okay, thankfully that was alright. Not the right button. Venom Thorns. Nothing back here. Okay, these are the nests. Heavy boots, can sell those. More major healing spores. And more Reaper Thorns. We haven't found a Reaper Baton though, right? I don't think we have. Or maybe I just missed it. I was trying to keep an eye out, but well. Either way, that's okay. Let's actually just see where this leads us. Quiet Marsh is still not quite all the way to Kazg. Well, let's head over here for Rogue Roamer, alright. Save the game, and we're actually in pretty much perfect shape, aren't we? Yeah, we leveled up. Oh, right. I want to go back and talk to the Drake. Obviously, that's something I want to do. Before we move on, probably. And then, yeah, that shouldn't take too long, I suppose. And then we're going to continue exploring here. Was there anything else left to do there? I guess not. I could return to Buron and sell more junk, I guess, just so I get rid of it. Maybe sort out my inventory a little bit, see what I absolutely need, and well, I absolutely need very, very, very little. But the thing is, if I don't have these things with me, I'm not going to use them, right? So just storing away everything makes no sense either. It's, well, obviously I can store some extras like fiery ones, things that don't stack. I don't technically need all these javelins. I really don't need them. I kind of want to use them. Maybe I'm just going to keep the steel javelins and stop with the normal javelins. They do 15 to 48 versus my fireball, which is less, right? Because I keep not increasing my actual magic casting ability, so it makes sense that the fireball doesn't become stronger. But still, yeah, I don't know. I guess ultimately it's not a huge deal. I don't typically run out of inventory space because most things are actually, you know, consumables that do stack, or junk that I just put in the junk bag. So not a huge deal. But I do want to reorganize my spells a little bit. Yeah, if nothing else. Again, that's mostly just to remind myself what I was going to do in between episodes. Next time we're just going to resume... No, we're going to visit the Drake and then resume exploring here. So, as always, I thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye-bye.